Hello, my name is Rich, and I have been making art and teaching people to make their own for a long, long time. Art materials could add up to be pretty expensive, but if you're watching this video, you've probably figured this out yourself. Today, I'd like to share with you a way that you can make your own wet palettes for traveling. You can use these with any water-based media, such as gouache or acrylic paint. Maybe also watercolor. I don't mess with watercolor, so if you're a watercolorist and this works for you, go ahead and comment below and let us know that you're also on board with this. Not only can you use this as a travel palette, it's very cheap, and also, well, a bonus tip is it'll probably keep your breath smelling amazing. So there's that. Well, I found these little tins of breath mints at a local Trader Joe's in my area, and they come in a little tin container, which I thought was just kind of a cool little container, like a package. I guess, you know how it is. As artists, we kind of keep things we probably don't need to keep. So anyway, I kept it. I didn't know what I was really going to do with it, but I ended up having to go somewhere to someone else's studio, and we were just kind of getting together and making drawings, paintings, making some artwork, whatever, just hanging out. It was kind of like it was like a coffee shop. So I thought, well, how can I kind of package up like a little travel palette to get some, put my water-based media in there and not have to, pack up a giant suitcase. So I brought this little container and it worked out perfectly. So I've been using these ever since, these little Myntz containers, Myntz. And you can find these. Well, I found them at Trader Joe's, but then I looked them up on Amazon, and guess what? They come in different flavors. So I'm totally on board with that. I'm going to order myself some different flavors, and then I'll have different color mints tins, travel palettes that I can use, and maybe even put a different palette of colors in them. I don't know. We're doing stuff. We're making stuff. That's what we do around here. Okay, let's go. So for step one, you're going to want to use a blue shop towel. There's a very specific instruction here. Use a blue shop towel because it's thicker. It tends to hold moisture a bit longer than a regular paper towel, and it won't disintegrate over time.
No disintegration.
As you wish.
All right, so once you've wet a piece of blue shop towel, you're going to fold it up and you're going to pack it into your Myntz tin container so that you have a basically like a little sponge of wetness that's in the tin. I guess you can probably figure that part out. All right, you're then going to go ahead and add some paint. So choose the colors of paint that you want to use. I usually have a different set of limited colors for each one of these palettes because they are small. And you go ahead and apply your paint directly over the top of the wet blue towel. Okay, step 4, finally, just paint. Just paint. Yeah. And you can use the top lid, the metal part, to mix. I use that as like a mixing area so that you're not contaminating your original colors. You can kind of carry them over into that top area and use it as a little mixing spot. All right, so when you're done painting, even if you only painted for 10 minutes, you can just close the lid, pack up, and go home. You don't have to clean anything up, and that paint is going to stay ready to use for a while. I mean, it's going to take a while for that towel to dry up completely. I've reopened them after a few days, and it's still like, oh, well, look at that, paint's still wet. So you can make yourself Zorn palettes, Worm Cool palettes, Grayscale palettes, palettes of all kinds. Step right up and make yourself a palette for whatever it is that you're trying to make. Pretty amazing, right? And these things are cheap and they last for a really, really long time. Everything that you need to make this palette, I've included it in the description below. There are links, Amazon affiliate links that you can click on, and you can go get the stuff that you need to get to make the palette. And it helps me out a little bit because I get like a little tiny bit of a few cents if you buy stuff through the link, and it doesn't cost you any extra. So that's pretty awesome for both of us. So there's links to the mints, there's links to the blue shop towels, there's links to anything else that I can think of that I use to do this. Let's go paint. Let's just go paint. Get some stuff, make a palette, and go paint. Well, actually, wait, before you go, Don't forget to check out some of my other videos. I'm going to try to post some things consistently that I feel will help people in making things, doing these creative projects, because that's what it's all about, right? I'm going to share the stuff. You got to share the stuff. That's the only way to really to do it right. You got to share stuff. All right? I'll see you next time. Get to work. Why are you still here? Go on. Get.
Thanks for watching. Like, there's like a little button that they put on the laptop or something, and then they say click it, and then you can never even miss a video.
That's if you subscribe?
Yeah.